Howdy ho folks, this is Mike and this is another unboxing video. So this is a lot that I got on eBay recently and you're going to see exactly what it is in just a moment as soon as I get through this. I should go back to my trusty ruler. Sharper than these scissors, but it's in a different room right now. People who've watched my other opening or unboxing videos will get that reference. It's well taped either way. So far, looks like a pretty good packing job. The ever popular packing peanuts. So that's nice, nicely done. Got another envelope inside here. All right, I'm just gonna remove those packing peanuts. I try and keep them in the box. They like to stick to things because of static, but they're a horrible mess to clean up, so set that box aside. I'm gonna guess that everything should be in this envelope. So I'm just gonna give it a little snip. All right. So here's what we have first. Now, if you've been watching any of my videos lately, earlier this week, I mailed out a Punisher Series 2 trading card set from Comic Images. This one is Series 1. Now, in that first video, I mentioned that I had Series 1 already, but unfortunately, I bought the first series off of someone on Marketplace, and when it arrived, it was dank. It was musty. It smelled like someone's basement. And so I've had to keep those cards segregated away from the rest of my collection because I can't bring myself to throw them out, but I can't sell them or give them to anybody, and I can't stand the smell of them, and I've tried to get the smell out. Now, this is the same set, and they smell fine. Not only that, they are in really good shape, really good shape. In fact, better condition than the other set I have. So now, for my personal collection, I have a set of Punisher Series 1 trading cards from 1988, published by Comic Images, and beautiful. And this is going through the art and storylines of the early Punisher comics from the 80s when he first started getting his own comic series and retelling those stories. And you'll note, if you saw the video with the second series, it was the Punisher War Journal, focusing more on the early 90s series and stories from that. So here we go. There's the cover from Punisher number 5 in his original mini-series. I believe that was published, I won't say here, but I want to say this was from 85. I can see that there's a date here in the trademark info. I might be able to see it better on camera than I can with my own eyes. I think that says 84. So it's 84 or 85, that series came out anyway. And again, let me make sure I'm more in frame. Very nice artwork. And that's a 50 card series. That's back when card sets, a lot of them could be 45 to 50 cards. Once the market started getting bigger, once there was that popularity explosion in the early 90s, and Impel and Skybox and Upper Deck started getting into the superhero and comic card game, of course the sets started increasing, getting bigger and bigger, so they could sell you more cards. But 50 card set, Very nice shape. Very happy with that. And looking forward to adding that to my personal collection. As some of you may know, I'm working on filling out some of the comic book themed trading card sets from Comic Images from the late 80s and early 90s, because those are the ones that were just before my time when I first started collecting. Basically, anything pre-Marvel Universe from Impel, anything 80s from Comic Images that involves mostly Marvel characters, I'm collecting. Now this one is a different set. This is a set I hadn't known existed originally. These were made in 2002, and this is a set called Morbid Monsters Series 2. And if I can get this bag open, I'll show them to you. Here. It's very nice, very well packed. This one's in one of those hard jewel cases. I love the ones with the lid that slide on like this, as opposed to the hinge, because the hinges break all the time. But here are our Morbid Monsters Series 2, and these are just a gross out series, similar to Garbage Pail Kids in a way, and I collect these kinds of things too. So, Buzzing Bud and Trollish Tom, you can see the backs of them there. It's a set of 36, plus there's 9 foil cards. So, again, just kind of crazy monster. Very simple names: Ratty Rick, Charmed Charlotte, Bugsy Betsy, kind of alliteration for a lot of them. Atomic Angie. And of course, you can read about these monsters on the back. Illustrated by William D. Bristow. So that's a great way to promote your artwork too, at least at that time. Something I've thought about doing for a while, my own trading card set. And I always get caught up in thinking that I've got to make it, you know, a higher card count number. But I mean, I'm pretty sure I've got 36 pieces I could put on trading cards right now. So that's cool. Mine aren't necessarily gross out cards, but more of the art cards that you used to see in the 90s as well from artists. So that's the set of 36. And then we've got the 9 foil cards. So these just have red foil on the title and character name. And really simple names: Bloody Bill, Awful Aaron, Evil Elsa. Very nice. So these are a limited series. The blood foil bonus cards. They have little limericks on the back, I guess. Yeah. So the foil cards have limericks. They all seem to have little rhymes and limericks on the back. I thought they would be character descriptions, but they're not. That's funny. I like that theme. So that's a fun little set to add to my personal collection, to go with my other gross out cards. I do not have the first series, and at this point, it's not on my to look for list. This was an impulse purchase that I got along with these Punisher cards and the next set that is coming up. So I'm just going to try and get this back in the bag without it getting stuck to the holder too badly. And then there should be one more set in here. These ones are wrapped. And this is a little bit different than my usual gross out cards. This is a humor set with wacky artwork. It's a bit older. I'm gonna have to use the scissors on this one, I guess. All right. So these are Wacky At Bats, and they are humor, goofy, cartoon, gross out baseball cards. So they very much remind me of the Booyah baseball cards that came with the Elf trading card series in the late 80s. These ones don't have the year on them, but I'm pretty sure they're from like 80, I want to say 4. So we've got Wildfire, Tenderheart, we've got Stretch Schlump, the first baseman, Boss Bungler, owner of the Woodpeckers, Rabbit Rump, shortstop, Ace Hurler, he's the number 1, 2, 3, and 4 starter, Substandard, utility player, Lost Ball Lewis, suspended player, Legend Liver Spots, the veteran, Pop Wobbly, clubhouse manager. So far, these are all the Woodpeckers. Peckerwood is the team mascot. Jose Canjusi, the anthem singer. Buck Grubber is a player's agent. So we've got like the announcers, the music players, the scorekeeper, and then we've got the Buzzards is the next team with Yum Yum Broccoli as the Buzzards owner, ballpark pyrotechnician. So like, so apparently we've just got the Woodpeckers and the Buzzards in this league. And I'm trying to get these cards to separate. There we go. And you can see like Skyrocket Wicks is the pyrotechnics. So it's just information about them. And there's actually a game you can play depending on which cards you pull out, I guess. And so there's moves on the back of every card. It's called Wacky At Play Bats, or Wacky At Bats Play, or Play Wacky At Bats. I'm not sure how you're supposed to read the order of the words, but you pick a number between 1 and 3, and you give or give up, or get or give up runs. So if the other person chooses, say, number 2 in this example, you get caught making crank calls to the bullpen, so -1. Radio guy agrees to interview you if you keep your mouth shut. 0 is if you choose number 3. If you chose number 1, you foul back into the broadcast booth and knock out 3 beer commercials and stats droner, the play-by-play announcer, +2. So that's kind of a goofy, fun little game. We got the Buzzards hard sell Simpson pitcher, Filthy Swine Slopper, the bench. So we've got the Buzzards and the Woodpeckers. Let's see. At some point, they got flipped. Player in hiding. Very cool. Buzzards team picture. The mascot is dead meat. Very interesting. So that's what, 100 card set? Yeah, 100 cards. A great way for an artist to have promoted their work at the time. I mean, we didn't have internet. It was harder to get on TV. There was no YouTube. But yeah, those are the 3 sets I just bought in this lot. And I'm very happy to add them to my personal collection. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, definitely sound off. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see more of this. Let me know if you want to see more items that are going out for my collection on eBay. But this is going to join my personal collection for now, and I'm going to put it together with some of the other spoof sports card sets I have. I enjoy this stuff. I don't collect the actual baseball cards, but I will collect stuff like this. This just makes me laugh, and at some point I'll have time to actually sit down and just read through all these cards. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that. I do enjoy vintage trading cards. I love collecting them as a hobby, and I'm so glad that I can do this on YouTube and other locations where my videos are posted. In the meantime, if you're curious as to who might sponsor this, well, it's me, but also the Creators Union, which is the community that I started on Skool, spelled S-K-O-O-L. And in this case, I've connected my Skool community to my own personal URL, which is mikegagnon.ca. That's MIKEGAGNON.ca. And if you want to see more of this content before anyone else, before it even gets on YouTube, join the Creators Union, because guess what? You can join for free. Entry level is free, and there's lots of free content there, and videos like this are up way before you see them anywhere else. So I hope you can join me again soon. I hope you enjoy this stuff, and I hope you'll check out the Creators Union and join, because it's not only for collectors. There's lots of stuff there for collectors and fans. There's courses on comic and trading card collecting. The trading card collecting one is in the works right now. Something that you can, again, do with no cost to yourself. And also, if you want, other than that, like, you can learn skills on how to create your own artwork, comics, video games, stuff like that. And also, it's a great community, and it's just like being on social media, like Facebook or Instagram or whatever, except guess what? And like the members post and everything. Nick Nabelski, he's great. He's an AI artist who does AI animation. Just one of many people on here who participate and comment. And the more you comment, the more you participate, the more you post, the more points you get. The more points you get, the more content gets unlocked. So it's real easy, and it's gamified. And the advantage it has over other social media places is that it's a supportive place, a positive and supportive place where everyone shares and supports their hobbies and their creative ventures, and we don't have the bots and the trolls and all that you run into elsewhere. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you next time.